Ever wondered about the lesser-known side of Abraham Lincoln's presidency? You know, the controversial decisions that have sparked debates among historians and scholars? Well, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving deep into examining 15 controversial actions of Abraham Lincoln during his presidency. So, picture this, a nation torn by the Civil War, the fight for abolition, and a leader faced with complex decisions. Lincoln, often hailed as one of America's greatest presidents, left an indelible mark on history. But, like any hero, he wasn't without his flaws. Let's peel back the layers and explore these controversies. Number 1 on our list is the Emancipation Proclamation. A pivotal moment in the Civil War, but did you know it allowed for the suspension of habeas corpus? Yeah, that's the right to challenge detention in court. It led to the detention of innocent civilians, setting a dicey precedent for executive power. Now, let's talk about Lincoln's suspension of habeas corpus in 1861. Aimed at quelling the rebellion, it resulted in the detainment of journalists critical of the government. A clash between national security and individual rights that still resonates today. And here we have military tribunals. Lincoln authorized these courts to try civilians suspected of aiding the Confederacy. Necessary to protect the Union, sure, but they often led to unfair trials and the execution of innocent people. Ethical concerns, anyone? Now buckle up for a heart-wrenching controversy. The forced relocation of Native Americans. Lincoln's adherence to Manifest Destiny led to the tragic loss of thousands of lives, shedding light on the dark side of westward expansion. But wait, there's more. Lincoln's reluctance to support the abolition of slavery in the District of Columbia disappointed many. Was it a lack of commitment to the cause, or were there deeper political considerations at play? Next on our list, the Lieber Code, a set of rules for war issued by Lincoln in 1863. This allowed for the use of torture and harsh methods against enemy combatants, even authorizing the hanging of spies. A dark chapter in wartime ethics. Now, let's talk about freedom of the press. Lincoln's authorization of the arrest and detention of journalists critical of the government. A violation of the First Amendment, showcasing a willingness to silence dissent, even at the expense of constitutional rights. Executive power took center stage during Lincoln's presidency. Using the war as justification, he expanded executive power, laying the groundwork for the growth of the national security state. A move that still echoes through American history. And then, the hanging of spies. Lincoln's approval raised ethical questions about endorsing cruel and unusual punishment, potentially violating international law. Tough decisions in times of war. Now, let's dive into conscription. Lincoln's support for forced recruitment stirred controversy and resentment among civilians. A challenging decision in maintaining public support during wartime. Issuing greenbacks seemed like a solution to finance the war effort, but it led to inflation and economic hardships for many. The unintended consequences of wartime economic policies. Fast forward to Lincoln's refusal to release Confederate prisoners of war without a loyalty oath. An ethical dilemma that resulted in the deaths of many, raising questions about the treatment of captives. Scorched earth tactics, involving the destruction of civilian property in enemy territory. Lincoln's authorization violated the laws of war, inflicting suffering on innocent civilians. A dark chapter in wartime strategy. Post-war, Lincoln's pardoning of Confederate soldiers angered Northerners who had suffered losses. A complex move showcasing his willingness to forgive the South, navigating the complexities of post-war reconciliation. And finally, Lincoln's opposition to the 14th Amendment disappointed civil rights activists hoping for equal rights. A moment that highlights the complexities of leadership in times of profound social change. In the end, Abraham Lincoln's presidency, a tale of triumphs and tribulations, is a reminder that even the greatest leaders face tough decisions with lasting consequences. Recognizing the complexities of his rule allows for a more nuanced understanding of this iconic figure in American history. With that said, thanks for joining us on this journey into the controversial side of Abraham Lincoln's presidency. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more historical deep dives, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring history with us. Thanks for watching.